Hello and happy February and midweek greetings from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Yeah, breaking out the battle red because they got it right, in my view. They, meaning the Houston Texans, and it, meaning the hiring of DeMeco Ryans as their new head coach and their fourth head coach in the last 4 seasons. Let's hope they give DeMeco a chance. He is going to sign a 6-year contract. This just works. That guy has been a leader of men dating back through high school. Frequently, all I need to know about a guy is how his teammates feel about it. And back in Alabama and through his NFL career with the Texans and the Eagles, that guy was beloved and looked up to, and J.J. Watt's favorite teammate. That's what I'm talking about. And did you see the job he did as the defensive coordinator for the 49ers this year? That guy has got it. So I am really bullish about this hire. And it's such a good geographical and cultural fit. That guy is Houston. He's got Houston roots. And let's not forget this. He played 6 years. He played 6 years for the Texans. He was the defensive rookie of the year. And even now, DeMeco Ryans is the Houston Texans' all-time leading tackler. And he needs to teach some tackling because the first thing he's got to do is shore up that run defense. The Texans gave up 170 rushing yards per game this year. That's the most since the 0-16 Detroit Lions back in the day. But DeMeco Ryans and the Texans, that's a good fit. Now, I don't know what to make about this Sean Payton thing in Denver. I think the first thing he found out, and we found out, and I found out, is that maybe the market for his services was not as hot as he thought it was. Now, there's some things to like about Denver, starting with the fact that they can just print money. Does the name Walmart mean anything to you? So that's okay. And also, they had the #1 defense in the league this year until finally their defensive players just threw up their hands and said, screw it, amidst all their offensive and coaching ineptitude. So I just don't know how this is going to work necessarily. I'll wait and see. But the key to Peyton's long success in New Orleans was the fact that he had a great relationship with a great quarterback, meaning Drew Brees. I think Sean Payton and Russell Wilson could prove to be the odd couple. So I'll just punch wait and see on that. Big winner here may be the Saints because as compensation for Payton, who was still under contract in New Orleans through 2024, they get a first rounder this year and a second rounder the following year. Okay, how's this for a mixed message? Did you see Panthers owner David Tepper yesterday going on at length about how he is committed to breaking up the old boys network in the NFL? You know, white guy hiring white guy. All right, okay, sounds good. But now wait a minute. This is the same owner that just got rid of Steve Wilkes, who did a good, bordering on fantastic job as the Panthers interim coach after Matt Rule got fired. They blew him out of here and brought in the notably pale Frank Reich. Don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest Frank Reich fan on earth, and I'm delighted that he's got another head coaching gig in the NFL. I'm just pointing out the obvious discrepancy between what this owner said and what he did. All right, you know, it's like I always say, only mafia types take the fifth 400 times. But here's what inquiring minds really want to know. What kind of doggy downers did Trump's lawyers have him on yesterday? Good boy, good boy, good boy. This is just a thought. Little Nikki, is going to be a particularly awkward primary opponent for Trump. In part because she starts with an IQ advantage of about 150 points. I've told you this before. I really have always wanted to write and produce a television dramedy, combination drama and comedy, entitled That God Blame Netanyahu. Just think of him as Dennis the Menace with a nuke. Oh, and you mean there's really not going to be a two-state solution after all? Damn, I've been counting on that for, 55 years or so. Can somebody explain DeSantis' God complex to me? Inclusion is now a dirty word? Joining diversity? Here's the thing. He and those folks, those people, they hate anything that even smacks of basic human decency. And they're proud of it. And it's all driven by fear. They're afraid of everything, including M&Ms. Finally, no more Dr. Phil. I am crushed. Let's all do the best we can. We're radically rational.